Hi guys, my name is Janvi
And I'm Dhrutesh.
and welcome to another episode of Breakin It Down. Before we get into today's episode, I just want to say that this one feels really special and very close to our hearts because if there's one thing we truly love on this podcast is stories that don't feel like the usual. They have to be unexpected, a little magical and still very real. A lot of our viewers are here because they know of our infamous love story, one where a girl went to a concert, fell in love with a singer on stage, and the singer, amongst all the thousands of people, have fallen in love with this one girl in particular. That single moment right there gave birth to this very podcast and a love story even we did not see coming. Since then, we've been extremely drawn to people and stories that feel just as unique and serendipitous. And today's couple is exactly like that. So meet Manisha and Giovanni, an Indian girl and an Italian boy whose love story got them together right here in India. So, from completely different ways of lives, backgrounds, and cultural differences to building something so real together, today we'll be breaking everything down. The little everyday things, the cultural differences, but also anything and everything in between that can make or break a relationship like this. So, if you've ever wondered what it's like to be in love with someone from a completely different world, this one is going to be such a fun ride for you. So, let's get right into it.
So,
Hi,
how was the
guys.
ride? How was the auto ride till the studio?
Surprisingly, we had no traffic.
Oh,
It was amazing. 1 hour and we are here.
Yeah, pretty
having
good.
breakfast.
Are you getting used to the Mumbai traffic?
Yeah, I'm trying. It's tough, but you get used to it. Yeah, after a while.
So you are from Delhi, right?
No, I'm from Darjeeling.
So then, but moved to Delhi. So
I was in Delhi for college, so that's how I like that city.
and you
yeah.
like Delhi more or Mumbai more?
I love the food in Delhi, but Bombay is a better city.
So traffic-wise also.
No, Bombay is really bad. If Bombay has one thing worse than Delhi, it's traffic.
Yeah, that's true. So I wanted to ease you all into this. Okay, so let's start off with something super easy. What is the first thing? And I want honest answers only.
Okay.
Okay.
Of
No
course.
sugarcoating. What was the first thing that popped into your head when you met each other for the first time in the not so platonic way?
Not so. I think it was always, we at the back of our heads, we knew it's not gonna be platonic. At least while we were there together in Delhi for the short period of time and all that. So the first thought I had when I met him, I was 2 hours late, by the way. I was in my office clothes, looking really like burnt out and all. He waited for 2 hours at this cafe that I really like. And then I was like, okay, I think now he must have like fled or ghosted me or stood me over. But yeah, he was waiting and he got me a book. And it was a pink book. The book was amazing.
Wow,
Yes.
Yeah.
high effort.
Yeah, I was like, oh, not expected from a man, but cute. So he waited and I was like, oh, he's a sweet guy. And the first thing when we started talking, and that was the first time we heard each other, he didn't have a heavy accent. So, it was very easy to understand what he was speaking. And yeah, it was a very free-flowing conversation. Didn't feel like it was the first time we were meeting.
You know, I feel like after this podcast, a lot of the Indian girls are going to start considering Italian men suddenly because they're like, oh, wow.
Girls,
they're putting
you
in
should.
so much effort.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna come to. So, people who don't know, basically Indian girls who don't know that you guys are dating, and whenever you go around, for your work or stuff, do Indian girls hit on you? How do they react?
I don't know. I wouldn't say they hit on me. For sure, I got approached many times. But I always talk about my girlfriend. I always mention Manisha sooner or later in the conversation because, of course, when they ask me, for
Green
example,
flag,
why did you
green
move
flag.
here? So I told them like, oh, actually, you know what? My girlfriend lives here, and that's why I was looking for a job, and I moved
better
eventually.
Smart.
Yeah. So then, of course, they understand it. They're like, oh, Jesus, this guy
Oh, no.
moves from the other side of the world just for his girlfriend. And
Now, apart from the conversations, let's say you're walking on the streets, people might be, trying to approach you. Girls might be.
But I feel
going-
like that culture is very, like, I feel like Indians don't really like approach people, that concept is still very like
Yeah.
they'll slide into your DMs
Yeah.
later. Like they'll find you on Instagram, do all
Do
the
they
stalking.
stare down at you on the streets?
Sometimes yes. Less in Mumbai, I have to say. When I got approached, less in Mumbai. Someone took a picture. I wanted to take a picture with me a couple of weeks ago. I was in Kolaba, and this guy wanted to take a picture. But it was way more when I was in Hyderabad. It was pretty crazy, especially when I was going to the old part of the city. In Delhi, a little bit less. In Mumbai is absolutely the lesser of all the cities that I've been to here in India. People are they mind their own business. They don't really approach me that much. But of course, yeah, I do raise some eyebrows on the streets for sure. But
And I'm sure like a lot of people, when y'all are together in like a club or a cafe, people must be like asking you, no, that how did you find him? Where did you find him? Because like,
Yeah, a lot of cab drivers, they'll be like, "Where did you get this boy from?" And I'm like, "We study together." Because what else can I say, right?
No, you could say I bought him online.
Next time, Amazon it.
so you put in a lot of effort when you met Manisha for the first time itself. So I'm assuming it was serious in your mind from the get-go.
God, not really, if I have to say that. But the thing is, now, the first thing that I thought when I saw her, I was like, oh, she's really pretty.
Oh,
It really struck me when I first see her entering that we were in a coffee shop in Safdarjung in Delhi. And I really thought, wow, she's really, really beautiful. So I was, I felt immediately very lucky. We didn't know that the thing would have ended up like so seriously, but we were like, oh, wow, yeah, like let's just enjoy this moment that I have. It's fantastic, and she's a super pretty girl. And then she told me that she graduated also in literature, and that also played a pretty important role. I was like, wow, mesmerized by that.
so but with you, given that we come from brown families, and you're expected to like think of the future, even though we've in our generation we try not to, but it's there at the back of my mind. You're still thinking, okay, what if tomorrow we're not in the same time zone? So like for you also, was it like we'll see where it goes?
So I was at a very, let's say, serious point in life. First job, I've started working. I don't want to fool around anymore. But I do like this person, right? So in my head, I was like, okay, decide, what do you want? Like, do you want to just be friends? Then nothing will go forward right now. We'll just be friends. Or if you want to date, it has to be serious. It can't be a fling or something like that. So I think I laid ground rules. I was like, listen, I'm not moving. I don't see myself moving abroad anytime soon in the next 3-4 years. I don't think I'll be able to travel just to visit and all that. So all of these you need to take care of if you want to take this forward. So that thinking we had like very clear. We didn't want to mess up anyone's emotions. So yeah, we laid ground rules, and then he was like, I'm ready to put in the work. And I was like, okay. So, and he did.
Yeah, so I mean, I feel like that's a good way to
Yeah.
look at, even for all relationships. I think if you have
Yeah.
ground rules, they work out really well.
What about your parents, both of you? What does your
they
family
know?
think of him, and what does your family think of her?
So,
Do they know?
I think so, because they follow me on Instagram.
Oh,
It's,
then
like quite out
for
there.
sure, yeah.
And like any other brown household, they've just been very non-confrontational about it, because I'm doing my own shit, right? I'm financially independent, living alone, and they have seen me grow, like, right? So they know I'll not do anything like really grossly wrong or something. So I think they are like complacent with it so far. They've seen him on video calls when I call them on my birthdays. Like obviously at midnight, if there's someone cutting a cake for you, just you and him, it has to be something, right?
So they've just not spoken.
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
not confronted, but I think it should be easy.
And you're the only child?
No, I'm the middle child.
Oh my, okay.
Yeah, my siblings know about it quite openly. Yeah,
Oh, that's cute then.
yeah.
What about you?
Oh, my family knows.
Oh,
they
wow.
they always speak to her as well. I mean, they try on video calls, and they know that I moved here also to be with
And your
Manisha.
family also speaks English? Or they're purely
No,
Italian?
not really. Oh, my sister, yes, of course.
No, his mom. This is like the cutest part of our relationship. Like it's like the best thing ever, sweetest. Like his mom has started doing Duolingo English just to speak to me, and like that means so much to me, and it's like so cute.
Yeah, but because my parents, despite being quite well traveled, they don't speak English, surprisingly. So I always have to
Yeah, it's
be
always
their
smart.
translators whenever we go
Yeah.
around. And but they try their best to say, "Oh, hello, how are you?"
So, what do they think is going to happen? Like, do they think do they have the thought in their mind that you are going to probably stay in India for her for as long as it takes?
Yeah,
Or
absolutely.
do they
yes.
expect her to move at some point?
No. I made it pretty clear. I said like I wanna be together, whatever it takes, even if I have to stay in India 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is. They're super open, coming to visit me, and
Yeah.
whenever I'll go back, of course, sometimes as well. But they're very happy about it. They're happy to see me happy, and that's
So we have a segment which is called Mixing of Cultures, where we're going to ask individual questions that I want to get to know y'all better. So, hold on. Yeah. First is actually for Giovanni. What's something about Indian dating culture that shocked you?
I would say the role that Shadi plays in all of it. So I've met, for example, people who already know that they're going to marry someone, but in the meantime, they date someone else. I've met people that date exclusively to marry, which is something that doesn't exist in Italy.
I did that.
Yeah, see, like you see those like on dating apps and all. Oh yeah, I'm dating to marry.
Yeah.
Which is something in Italy you don't even think about marriage. Most people that even are together and they are in their 30s, in their 40s, they are not married. They don't care. They don't even think about it.
Yeah.
It was
I feel
surprising.
like your kids are on a ticking clock more. Like they feel like, oh, 30, I have to get married. Like I have
most of our
friends.
women.
Yeah. and in fact, no, but like we have friends who are like boys, and as soon as they hit 28, 29, they've gone for like, oh, now everything. Now we have to get married. We have to just lock in.
Yeah.
And
But I think
us-
that's just how our Indian culture, subculture, and society has been. I think
Yeah.
if everyone was, acceptable about how living works, as in for the Western world, as in for the European countries as well, we would also have been like the Italians that Bhaiya has mentioned that way.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's so deeply ingrained in our
Yeah.
system that you're supposed to get married, have kids at XYZ age, and then, this. It's like a plan is
The end
there. And no
goal.
matter how progressive you are, like we
Yeah.
are like that. But like, for example, we live in together, and in our minds, it's like, okay, we do it because we like each other so much, and we're going to do this. But as soon as we moved in together, everybody around us have started asking me, when are you getting married? But that's
Yeah.
not the point.
Yeah.
That's it's entirely different in our heads, but it's okay. We've stopped explaining ourselves.
And because this segment is about mixing cultures, Bollywood plays a very important role in the Indian culture. Have you watched any Bollywood movie? If yes, then what's your favorite Bollywood movie?
So she made me watch a couple, very nice, but I think very niche as well. That one that we saw about that girl that murders her husband.
Haseem Dilruba.
That one is beautiful. I went to see the only one that I went to see in a theater was Jigra.
That's a nice movie.
I love the
Yeah.
song that song that the brother sings
Yeah.
right when
Yeah,
he's in
yeah.
jail. That one is nice, but again, lot of special effects. It's something that's very different.
Have you
what I
seen
was-
like older movies, older Bollywood, like the
really.
Kabhi Khushi
The
Kabhi Gum,
DDLJ.
Kuch Kuch
Yeah.
Hota Hai.
I didn't have the time. I really like old Bollywood songs. It's called
True, they're nice.
Mohammed Rafi, na? The very famous
Rafi
playback
very
singer.
good.
Love his music, but yeah, I didn't have the chance to watch anything yet.
Do Italians know about Bollywood? Do they love Shah Rukh Khan as well?
Not many people know about it. No, not really.
That's a first.
A lot of people know that, of course, India has this huge film culture. There's Bollywood, but very few people have experienced it in the sense that they've watched some Bollywood movie, even the most famous ones.
And have you watched any Italian films? Any shows?
Not really.
No, actually, every time we are sitting to watch movies together, we just watch very niche films, like, a queer Pakistani movie.
Oh,
So
wow,
stuff
that's
like
very-
that, because both of us are so interested in it. It doesn't come
Yeah.
from a place that, here's a Bollywood movie that you'll watch, or here's an Italian film I would like you to watch. But like a common list that, we watch together. So,
Wow. We
but
actually.
call me by your name.
Call Me By... Yeah, it's set in Italy, actually.
Yeah,
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 it's set in...
Italy,
By,
but
no, it's,
yeah,
it's also by Guadagnino. Yeah, it's an Italian...
Yeah, so
My
director.
next question is actually for Manisha. What's something about Italian culture that made you go, wow, this is so different from what you've ever seen before? This could be in any way.
So, I I think because I have not been in Italy, right? And I was also thinking about it, that, what really shocks me or makes me go like, wow. But I think it's community, like, how close he is with his parents, grandparents. But I think that exists also here, right? Like, it's all about family, community.
But is
the
it
mutual
because
love.
he's able to be more open about other things, and maybe is that what it
Yeah,
is?
I think it could be because of that, and it's not just a thing about culture. Because I know a lot of my friends, right, my Indian friends, who are really close to their grandparents. But I didn't grow up with grandparents, right? So I can't relate. And so is he. Like, he's very close to his grandparents and all. So I don't think it's like a cultural thing. And I think I'm sure I'll know more when I visit and when I see how people live. Because right now, he's my only outlet to Italy right now.
So anything about the Italian culture, like when you met him and you're like, oh wow, like Italian men, if he was a representation of a general representation, and you met him and you're like, oh okay, that's
Dude, they
new.
put in efforts. They do put in that effort. So all my friends are like, okay, now we are going behind Italian men. They do
And
put
are
in
all your
that.
friends like that, or is it just you?
And they
amongst-
talk. They talk a lot.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
so expressive. So I never have to like guess what he's thinking, what's on his mind. So it's very easy that way. But
That's actually nice.
having dated Indian men also before, that was not the case. Like, they wouldn't go that extra mile, at least in my case, right? They wouldn't go that extra mile. They'd expect me to just know. But, with him, it's not that way. And I think it's more about...
You're like pushing every girl who's watching this
Yes,
right now to
girls,
go for like an
girls.
attack. You'll have to probably send some of your friends.
Absolutely.
Girls are waiting. Okay, next. What is the biggest cultural clash you've had as a couple?
I would say that every kind of dimension in which we have this sort of crash or some kind of differences boils down in the end to food. Food, I discovered how food is central basically to every culture, to my own, to Indian culture. And so it's a realm in which we really have to compromise, and where every one of us basically maintains their own individuality a lot, I would say.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of adapting and not adapting. I'm non-veg, I eat non-veg food. She's purely vegetarian. So
So when you two are together, what do you eat? Whether you're making or ordering, what is it that you...
So he's very open about eating whatever, right? So whenever I'm cooking Indian food, paneer, this, that, he'll always be open to eating that, right? But in my case, I'm like very picky about the food I eat. So when we go out to eat, if he's eating pasta, I'll probably order something else that I'd like. So, we are very individualistic when it comes to food. So yeah, it's like we act like individuals.
yeah.
What's your favorite Indian food palette? What does that look like?
My favorite Indian food. That's difficult. What would I really like nimbu chawal for some reason. I really like it. It's different from what I was used to. I really love. I mean, it's not food. It's kind of a snack, but I really love papad. Like I'm
Oh, even me like
crazy about that. I eat like 15 of them in a
Oh,
row.
wow.
Yeah,
He
yeah, I love
really
them.
likes papad.
And plus, I generally really like Indian cuisine. I mean, I know there's an
Biryani?
umbrella term. Biryani, of course. I mean, I studied in Hyderabad, so
Y'all have... They're a match.
Yeah,
match right
very
here.
good as well.
Biryani lovers.
And I would say that, yeah, in general, I really love Indian food, if I can say Indian. I mean, I know it's a lot of different cuisines under the same name. But yeah, since I came here, I also realized how much I miss my own food. And again, how food is central to your own identity and your own culture, especially if you're a foodie. I love eating everything, whatever. I've never said no to something that was offered to me. And so, yeah, I love the cuisine here for sure. But it also made me realize living here how much I miss my own food, how much I value it. And
So I
all
feel
the
like
things.
there's a difference in terms of the... So we have masalas here.
Sure.
Something that I'm
Yeah.
assuming is not as evident in your cuisine. So what was the introduction to each of your palates? Like, do you like the food that...
I don't. I think it's very bland. So things that he finds spicy are really bland for me, and I'm like, it's not spicy.
Oh, so the
all
whole
the time.
like...
So yeah,
You
And
know how
I'm-
there's a joke about it that, oh, like they eat bland food. That's true.
yeah, it's true. It's
Oh, yeah.
very bland. Very bland.
For Indian palate, 100%. It also has to do with the fact that a lot of flavor comes from protein, meat, rendering the fat. So everyone that is vegetarian cannot really experience the full kind of taste, that umami. It's more about that umami kind of, protein taste. And so, yeah, if you eat vegetables and that, they are supposed actually to be pretty bland for the Indian palate. But I adjusted, for example, to the masala and the
Is
level
it
of spice.
difficult for you to eat something spicy like a pani puri or whatever?
No, not at all now. It was when I came, also because, again, I was in Hyderabad, so Andhra
Yeah, you
food as
were
well was very
introduced to
popular
that
there.
intense,
Crazy.
yeah.
Now we went a couple of weeks ago to these Assamese restaurants and she made me eat ghost pepper and all. I have no
Yeah.
issue. Just ate
Wow, he
it. Good, actually. I
adjusted
really enjoyed
quick.
it.
I'll get you a thecha vada pav.
Oh, I love techa.
Yeah.
So there's this dish called thecha vada pav. You guys obviously know what is vada pav. What they do is they take the thecha paste, they put it into the bread, and then they put the vada inside. So it becomes much more spicier and it's very juicy as well.
As
So the
a-
thecha is basically a paste made out of green chilies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
it must
And
be
vada pav
super
itself
spicy
is supposed to be like spicy and I don't really like
Same,
vada pav.
same,
Right?
like
It's
full
my
on
favorite thing about
Spicy
Mumbai.
girl. Good chatpata. All the time.
So yeah, that brings me to one of the questions that I really had in mind. Who adjusted more? Was it the Indian girlfriend who adjusted or was it the Italian boyfriend who adjusted?
It's him. It's the Italian boy who's adjusted to a new
High
country, to new food, to new people. Like everything's different for him, right? For me, I still have my
Yeah.
friends, my community that I belong to.
Did she take you to a mandir in India?
Oh, yeah.
Did we go? We went together from Mahashivatri, na?
Huh,
We went,
yeah.
but other than that, we didn't go specifically
Yeah.
to a mandir. Huh? I wanted to visit that one famous one that is in Bombay,
The
right?
Siddhivinayak.
Didn't have the
Siddhivinayak,
time,
yeah.
huh? So I mostly
did
went
you-
alone. It was in Hyderabad.
Experience like festivals like Ganpati, Navratri,
Diwali.
Holi, Diwali.
I experienced the first festival that I experienced was actually Diwali when I was in Hyderabad. Crazy, beautiful. And this year we experienced our first major festival together. I was here for Holi.
Yeah.
Went play
Oh.
Holi. It was very fun, beautiful.
This time we'll take you to Ganpati Visarjan
Oh,
and
yeah,
we'll make you do
yeah,
Nagin
yeah.
dance.
God, yeah.
That'll be fun.
What about adapting to because we spoke about the traffic. What about adapting to the road rage that we see in Mumbai? Because you guys mentioned earlier about getting in an accident 2 days back. So is it the same in Italy as well? Do we have rash drivers there as well?
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, like,
Ah.
Italian drivers are among, let's say, even European or Western drivers in general are not well behaved at all. Everyone does whatever they want. A lot of road rage in Italy, like really crazy. But of course, the traffic is not like that. Like rush hour or peak hour does not feel like that. I can never experience inside a city center being stuck in traffic for 45 minutes, having my auto driver, like, I don't know, break in at like 5 centimeters from the truck that precedes us. No, that never happened. But sometimes, they keep on breaking and I go like, aram se,
Did you see a street fight in India?
Oh yeah, I saw a couple of them actually. Once I remember I was in the auto with this guy and he told me, "You wanna go and see?" Yeah. Park there and we look. I was very curious. I was like, yeah, I also wanted to see, like 5 people, fighting. One guy has all his shirt torn and we wanted to actually see because I was like, oh, do we need to help this guy or what? And we saw a few at the airport that time, there was this guy that started beating the auto wala. Crazy, yeah.
And
So-
what did you think at that time? Like, what was going through your mind?
Just used to it. In Italy, actually, yeah, road rage, you don't really see it evolve into something like that. But I got it for what it is. I saw it. I was like, oh, interesting. Let me actually see.
Because people around you don't know that you have been residing in India since a long time, I would say, at least 2 to 3 years now. They might be thinking you as a tourist, right? So do they try to scam you?
Oh, here in Bombay, way less. Especially when I start saying, like, even a couple of words in Hindi. Is they be like, oh, then maybe this guy knows a little bit. Maybe he's been here for a while. It depends also where they see me. When I'm in Colaba, for example, yeah, that's way easier. When they see me in Goregaon West or near to Ram Mandir station, they be like, oh, yeah, probably he's not a tourist. If he comes to the western suburbs and he's here doing stuff. Sometimes when I go out to buy vegetables and they're like, oh, yeah, maybe leaves here. But yeah, in especially even with autos, the fact that you have meters and all, it's way easier here to get like a fair price when you take them. While in Delhi or in Hyderabad, so difficult, because even when I was trying to explain, oh no, actually, you know what? Oh, I've been living here for a while now and all, and I will tell him, be like, but we don't care now. Yeah, you're right. I'll pay a little bit more. And so yeah, no, way better now.
So I
When
keep teaching him, right? Like, don't get scammed. This is the fair price. Like, tell them, no, you'll not go. So one day he was taking an auto and the auto guy, refused to turn the meter. He's like, Bhaiya, meter nahi, main nahi. And he jumped out.
I jumped out. It was like peak hour. There was a lot of traffic. It was going really slow, really slow. Must have been 2 kilometers per hour. I just went out.
Dhoom macha liya playing in the background.
Yeah, meter nahi, main nahi. He came out.
Shroom.
This is in Delhi.
No, it was here in Bombay.
He was in Delhi, does not have meter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you learn any galis?
Oh, yeah. But
I want you to say it on camera. That's
on
your camera. Yeah. What did you learn?
my favorite one. I'll tell you
Okay,
my
assume
favorite.
let's assume I am a rickshaw wala and I call you. फिरंग है तो पैसा देना पड़ेगा, गोरे पैसे निकाल. How would you reply?
So my favorite one, very niche, is Bangalore. Beautiful.
It sounded like Bangalore.
Just one? Just one?
Just one. No, I mean, hey, then all the classic one. Huh?
Yeah.
Or another one. Chutiya ho kya? Nice, chutiya ho kya? Whatever. That I use it also a lot when I'm in autos, to gain to also be a bit crack a few jokes. I don't know. I mean, the auto buyer will like me a bit more. When someone does something very stupid in traffic, I'd be like, chutiya hai kya? And so yeah, to break the ice, crack some conversations. Sometimes I also pull those tricks.
So those are the only two galis that you know.
No, not really. But then, no, I really don't use them at all. I always feel like I'm very.
That they
I'm
do
not
something to
short, but I'm very thin and all. So I really very scared of getting beaten up if I say something that is not.
you. Which is
even,
a fair
even
fear
in
to
Italy, I
have.
always adopted in my life to always be very quick, fast, never get into kind of confrontation, troubles. Always.
Did you travel by locals?
Oh yeah,
Do
many
you?
times, many times.
Did you
How
get
was
dropped
it?
in the men's compartment? I got multiple times. So I left traveling in the public transport.
So I took it just a couple of times during complete peak hour, but I have to say that people were very, very nice to me. Once there was also this guy telling me, "Oh, do you need to get off at next stop?" And so he said like, "Oh, he's trying to make people move," and got a bit of an unfair treatment. So I appreciated it a lot, but generally I try to avoid it at peak hours. I take it during Saturdays, Sundays, to go to church perhaps. Or
And she taught you how to.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's this station in the central suburbs that we call as Kurla station. It's a very infamous station because obviously there is a particular community which has majorly acquired that particular area to reside. So whenever you go to that station, even a person who is staying in Mumbai becomes extra cautious. So even if we have phones in our pocket, it's like we're gonna secure everything because you don't know it will just flick around and you have lost your phone, you
And
don't
you
have
don't
your
even
wallet
realize
anymore.
it,
Yeah.
Tabby. You realize it later.
So I wanna take you to Kurla once.
oh yeah. Ew. I really,
we should take him.
So being from Milan as well, I do actually feel, for men, I have to say that India, Mumbai especially, it's really safe. In Milan, it's really easy, I have to say, to get mugged on the street, to get harassed on the street, especially if you're out at night. We have these like gangs of people going around like this snitch your wallet. Not even snitch it, actually. They come to you and they actually ask you for cash for your phone and things. It's really easy to get robbed, especially in some kind of areas. Here it was really chill, actually. Honestly, I have to say.
But
and
Mumbai is safe like
Yeah.
that. Like,
but I mean, really used to kind of like have eyes even behind my back, always check in all my pockets, my things, my bag. I'll never even leave it on a chair. If I'm having a lunch outside, I'll never place it on my table, on a chair, even my phone. So I was taught that like living in Milan was something I always had to pay attention to. Here, super chill. Can really relax. Sweet.
What
When
do
I'm
you
outside.
feel about the law enforcement and the police that is present in Mumbai and Italy as well? I would
And
say?
have you had any confrontation with them at
Oh,
some point?
thank God, no. I never had the chance to actually speak. I mean, I spoke with some constable, example, last week, and an accident happened or whatnot, but I never had any reason to actually go to a police station or something. Thank God, never happened to me. In Italy as well, I have to say police is not really that present. It's not something that you live in your day-to-day life. Or perhaps you see it, especially when you are in Milan, in very crowded areas and all of that. But again, thank God I never had much to do with it. Never had that chance. So I can't really compare, honestly. That's the
So
thing.
I'm sure that you get a little worried about him that,
Yeah.
with other people, not because of what he'd do, but just
Yeah,
how
yeah.
people are. So what are some of the things that you give him like a rule book? Like, okay, please don't do this. Please don't say this. Like,
Yeah.
what is that?
So he talks a lot, okay? Like a lot. And to anyone, okay? So I always tell him, please be careful. He gets carried away, okay? For example, if he meets someone at the bar and they'll be like, okay, come over, we'll have some drinks, this and that, he'll go, okay?
Oh.
So I always tell him, please, take a step back and, be like, is it safe for me? Because you never know. It's not your country. You'll
Yeah.
not know the kind of people the way we do and all that. So I always tell him, please don't talk to everyone. Talk, but less. So yeah, that's like one thing. Because he'll talk to anyone, like passing by the street. He'll be like, oh, what are you doing, bhaiya? Let's go somewhere. He's like that. He's had try with I don't know how many people on the
Oh, yeah.
streets. People are playing tash on the streets and he'll be like, bhaiya, what are you playing? Can I join you?
Oh, wow.
So I know it comes from a place of,
yeah,
Curiosity,
just,
yeah.
yeah.
learning
He's innocent,
about.
I feel like, yeah.
So I'm like really worried all the time. I'm like, keep your phones to yourself. Don't like just leave it in the auto and all. So yeah, I'm really worried all the time.
Oh, that's
Hundreds
fair.
of stories when I met random people. I went on a scooty with randos that I just met like 5 minutes before.
Yeah, he'll be at the beach, okay? And I'm
yeah.
probably with a friend or something. So last time I was going to a friend's place and he was apparently at the beach doing something. And I was like, okay, what are you doing? Come to mine. And then he'll be like, oh, actually, I met a friend here and now we are going to decathlon. It's like, okay, sorry. You made a friend. Okay, fine. You made plans with the friend. You met like 5 minutes ago and you're shopping with a friend and that friend is like, okay, I'll buy this for you. This. I'm like, bro, no. Like, please be careful.
I met this photography director. Yeah, I was there at Juhu Beach. And he told me, oh, listen, we started having some conversation because he saw that I had a camera and all. I'm like, oh, let me offer you a chai. And then he was telling me, listen, now I'm going to go to Decathlon and all. Do I need to drop you somewhere here at the scooty? I was like, you know what? I need to buy some stuff at Decathlon as well. If you can drop me there, let's go. Chalo, let's go.
I
But
feel like one of these days he's going to end up in like some film because the director is just
Yeah.
chilling and
Yeah.
Drop
He
me to
makes
Decathlon,
like
give me
really
life
meaningful
advice.
connections this way. He has like a better, knit community in Bombay than I do. Because even I just moved in, but he has like more friends than I do because he just talks.
yeah.
And I
So are you able to gauge when a person is just genuinely from a good place talking to you, or is it just what is your filter to talk to people?
I'm able to convert them. So I'll tell you this little story of mine. I was
Oh
in
my.
Jaipur. And of course I got approached by this guy whose intent was to sell me something. Right? Jaipur, a lot of tourists there. And he saw me and he was like, yeah, man, come with me. There is this friend of mine who is into textiles and all. He wanted to sell me some kind of like made-to-measure shirts or something like that. He brought me to that guy's place. And I told him really openly, I was like, listen, I'm not interested in that stuff. I don't want to buy anything. I had a chat with you because I didn't have anything to do. I was just strolling on that main road. And he saw that. And he saw that I was genuine about that. And there were all these friends also that was trying to lure me into this kind of place where they had their atelier.
But at least
let's
you
say, where there
understand
was-
that they're trying to do that. That's-
Absolutely, absolutely. So
That's something.
what we ended up doing, this guy was a palm reader. So he ended up reading my palm. Then that other guy who had actually taken me on his bike and drove me there, he was like, listen, I feel so bad now that I wasted your time. Let me offer you chai. Oh, man, I got free chai, free palm reading. Perfect.
See why I'm worried?
I was able to do that.
As a socially awkward and anxious human being, this is
Yeah, it's too
terrifying for me. But that's nice because for context, like just a few days ago, they've come to my housewarming party. Of course, Manisha and I are friends, so like
Yeah.
it was okay for me. But I was very worried that okay, he shouldn't feel out of place. I wanted to make him feel comfortable, and my friends were also meeting y'all for the first time. But the minute he's entered, he's spoken to me as though we're friends since forever.
Yeah, you never have to worry about him feeling out of place. I'm like,
Not at all.
In fact, he's also not very like conversational immediately. So I was like, okay, for the boys also, like I hope he gets
Yeah.
along. And within 5-10 minutes
were in
into the
another
party,
room.
they were in another room for an hour, just not
And we're just
stepping
waiting.
out.
Work, lifestyle, whatever. And you
And I
came
went in for like 0.5 seconds, and I've heard like something about some business and some trades and this and that. I was like, wow, okay.
so this person, he gets carried away and stuff, right? And I'm also like socially very awkward. I won't hang out if I don't really feel like and all that.
Yeah.
So we are at a bar, okay? And he's met some people and they are like, okay, let's go club hopping after this. And I was like, not really, it was not my vibe, okay? But he said yes, and now I have to go with him, and he's just not gonna get it that I wanna leave. So I'm like, babe, let's leave, please. I need to like hide and text him because the other people are just watching. And he'll be like, oh, do you wanna leave? Okay. He won't get the hint.
So has this ever like become a problem at any point? Because like for us also, like he's more, even though I'm socially more anxious, but between the two of us, I'm more open to like new experiences, and he'd be like, okay, no, I don't want to do this. And we do get at like a deadlock situation where like, I want to do this, and the other's like, I don't. So does that happen with y'all?
I mean, yeah, I think it does happen. But then at a point we are like, we know when the other
So
person
does
won't be
he
comfortable.
cancel, or do you just go along with it?
Sometimes when I just don't feel like it, I'm like, you go. Because I know he's just going to do it alone. Like, he won't miss me because he's going to find new friends.
True.
Yeah. And I really want to go, all the social dancing workshops and all that. And he's like, I'm just not interested. I don't want to do it.
That's all boyfriends, I feel.
Yeah. And I'm like, so yeah.
But mostly I also have to
But
say...
he gives in. He gives in.
Yeah.
And I have to say as well that, again, we are together for a long time during our week, because, of course, after we come home from work, we stay together. In the morning, we see each other. So, and we mostly stay in during the week because what can you do? And unless when it comes to like Thursdays and Fridays, and we go out sometimes, at least to eat and enjoy some time together. Then when it comes the weekend, both of us, I think, feel like going out. We're like, what are we doing? We are 20-something years old. We are wasting our life. Let's staying in and all. We'll have a lot of time to stay in. It's just like, go out even for like taking a stroll, trying the new restaurant, Don't have to be an overly social activity.
Yeah.
What are the major tourist attractions that you have gone to in India? And how was your experience?
Oh, so I went to a few of them in Delhi. Actually, as like when we first started talking to each other, we had just met, she did for me a beautiful itinerary of things that I had to see in Delhi. And she didn't expect me to actually go along with it and follow it, but I actually did because I had nothing else to do. Actually, I really wanted to see a little bit of the city. And so I actually went and I sent her a picture to every attraction.
Yeah.
She told me, go to the Qutub Minar, go to this, what did you suggest me?
So go to Old Delhi, Humayun Tomb.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
exactly. I went to Old Delhi as well, the Jama Masjid there. It's very beautiful. Yeah, Delhi is a city that I really liked when it came to the tourist attraction there. Bombay, what did I see? You go to Fort Colaba, you just roam around there a little bit. But I was in Hyderabad, there was not much there. There's the Charminar and another thing that is called Golconda Fort.
Yeah, Golconda.
You go to these two things and then they tell you, that's about it, man. It's not fun.
And in Mumbai?
Mumbai, basically,
This is actually for you
Gateway.
also, because you're also new
Gateway.
here. So
Yeah,
we went to the Gateway. We went to the very famous Taj Hotel there we saw. We roamed around Colaba and Fort.
Marine Drive, all the cliche.
Yeah.
To do.
But they're nice.
But very nice.
Yeah.
Very good vibes.
Didn't go to any museum yet, actually.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone to the musical
Yeah.
road?
No, not yet.
Did they kind of
take that.
close it now, right?
I think they're
No,
about,
it is
you know?
operational during the daytime.
Acha.
It gets closed around 10 p.m.
Acha, acha. I read that basically neighbors there were like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what is the clubbing culture in Italy? How does it look like?
oh,
Why do you have a smile on your face?
So when we were in Goa, okay, I love partying. I love Bollywood songs. And, you know, when I was in Goa, I was like, I'm going all out. I'm partying all 5 nights here. And this guy, he does not enjoy it as much because apparently he tells me in Italy there's not this big dancing culture. People don't really dance a lot.
they don't?
In clubs and all. They're just like
Oh, yeah, that's the reason.
vibing.
It's more
That's
like
the reason you
techno.
liked our house party. We didn't have a lot of dancing, but we
Even
had a
though I
lot
was
of
so
drinks.
disappointed, you know,
And
like
it's so
I wanted
love
everyone to
dancing.
like.
You know, that trend which says, you know, I don't dance person's worst nightmare. That's me, okay? And that was me in Goa also. I'm like dancing through the night and all that. And he does not understand Bollywood songs. So obviously it's hard for him to vibe. But yeah, like he says in Italy we don't dance. We grab a ciggy and we are just like vibing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I don't vibe
You
with
go
that.
to the club, you vibe. There's more like this kind of techno Afrobeat thing, you know, like kind of music that came here. That's the kind of music that plays in clubs. You just go there, cool DJ set. Now you have all these even analog DJs. Like you go there, you grab a drink, you smoke a cigarette. You kind of like stand there, you know, you move a little bit, but you don't dance on the dance
I
floor
love
like
that.
crazy. Like
yeah,
it's
what do
the
you mean you can't vibe to
80s, you know.
Chammacello and
We've had full on like arguments at the club because I've wanted to dance and this guy will not lift a finger. So I'm like, please.
Yeah, I understand
So
it.
it's so
100%.
awkward, okay? It was just the two of us in Goa or any other club, okay? So he's just standing there and I'm like full on dancing, okay? And it's so weird.
Yo, I have the same complaint.
And I tell him, please why? And then he'll get pissed. He's like, do you know I don't get these songs? I'm just here for you.
But when we were jamming at our house warming party, you quite
Jamming
enjoyed
is
it.
different.
That was singing,
That's
no?
beautiful. Yeah, you
So you
play, you
love that.
sing.
Yes.
I also play a little bit. I have a little
Like you
bit
play
of-
the guitar?
Yeah, I play the guitar.
He has
And,
basic music theoretical knowledge.
Yeah,
Wow.
very basic kind of thing. So I really like that's completely different. Like
I love
making
how
music together. That's
he has
fantastic.
information
Yeah, they-
about him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we spoke about it for an hour and a
Yeah,
half.
for an
I saw the
hour.
guitar.
When we were
Yeah.
waiting.
But yeah, we don't have this huge dance culture. Like it's not something you won't see scenes a la dirty dancing. You know, people on the floor and dance floor getting mad. Just go there. But now even India, Mumbai especially is getting really good. You have Circo Loco coming next month, which I would have never expected. It's this huge like kind of so there are these people, it's managed by these kind of people that bring in different locations across Europe and now across the world, very renowned DJs, like the best DJs on the scene right now. They did a huge one in Italy on this beach. It was fantastic. One of the best experiences I went to. 5 hours straight of techno until basically from night to the early hours of the morning. Fantastic. And it's coming to Bombay next
Oh.
week. Next month, actually. No, yeah.
Yeah, when
2
you're
weeks or
away
something.
now.
Yeah, when I'm away. Beautiful. I would have never expected. And again, top DJs coming, top crazy artists performing here and concerts. It's getting really crazy.
So
Beautiful scene.
if you take Manisha back home,
Mm-hmm.
knowing who she is now, do you think she'll enjoy everything that you have going?
Again, she'll struggle with food. That's my main concern. Oh, I can't stress enough how important I figure out food is. That some people will say like, oh, that's very it's pretty clear the food has this very important role. But again, you don't realize it until the point where you stop having your food. Like here, the issue is that I cannot get my food even if I want it. There is no raw material that I can use even to cook my own dishes. And so, yeah, you really figure out how central it is to.
So what's more difficult, finding authentic Italian food in India or finding authentic Indian food in Italy? What would be the most difficult?
Ooh, both of them are real challenges. I would still say that perhaps it's more difficult to find Italian food here for the fact that you don't have Italian immigrants who opened restaurants here. While you do have some Indian people who actually are into the food business and open restaurants in Italy. They are mostly Punjabis, both from India and the Pakistan
So
part.
they have that
they have that
information.
Punjabi food. So if you want to eat like even dosa or whatever southern Indian dish, that you'll struggle. If you want to eat chaat, no, there's just this concept of restaurant, so it's difficult for you to just go there and have like palak patta chaat. You won't find it.
So you can narrow it down saying that you won't find good Indian street food in
Sure.
Italy
Not at all.
as we do in the Middle Eastern and the Arabian countries.
Exactly. No. But main dishes and awesome curries and stuff, you will be able to find them, of course, adapted to the Italian palate. So they're not spicy. If you get like even butter chicken there, it has no spice at all. No heat.
And how did you adapt to the Indian currency? Is it more expensive here or it's more expensive back at home?
Way cheaper. Everything is cheaper here. Like
Yeah.
even private.
So do you feel like Ambani?
No, not really. But yeah, if one were to be a proper expert, being paid a proper European salary here, would be a lot of money. Yeah, especially but even more like Americans. Oh, you would be way easier for you. But everything is very cheap, and unfortunately, it boils down to the cost of labor. It's generally very cheap here, so I feel also bad all the time. So like, oh, great to have house help, but I have it just because it's so cheap, and I feel bad for the person that have to perform the job. Same with autos and whatever happens, but that is a thing that really drives down the cost of living immensely.
I would say that is because we have a lot of supply in India. We as a country have a very dense population, and if you don't do it, someone else will do it. So that's how it works here. So that's
Yeah, you're very
that's the reason.
replaceable.
That's the reason the labor is cheaper. I would say because it's available in, I would say, a very denser figure in India. So that's the reason I say the labor is cheaper. Yeah.
But even if you were to think of it from the point of view that you're here and basis what you've understood, do you think the cost of living is higher here in compared to, regardless of your salary, like just from a general, like onions cost
No, way smaller.
so much?
Way smaller. Especially fruits and vegetables in Italy are. I say in Italy. I mean, I don't have any other experience. Oh, in the US are even more expensive, but oh yeah, it's impossible. In Italy, even a kg of apples you'll pay 550 rupees. Here, I think you can get it for so cheap. Everything you can get so cheap in the streets. You can, especially fruits and vegetables, is something that I really saw. They are luxury items in Italy for real.
What's on your top 5 list things to do in Mumbai for the rest of the time you would be in Mumbai?
This is for both of you all. by
Yeah,
the way.
yeah.
Since she's also very new.
You say then.
To do in Bombay. I think we really want to go midnight cycling.
Yeah.
That's something
that would
even
be
we want to
fantastic.
go. Even as
We should go.
Mumbaikars, we tend to not go for these things.
We really want to go for like a midnight cycling
That's a
thing in
plan.
South Bombay. Yeah. We really want to go to all the art galleries in Kalakora.
Yeah,
I've
that's
been
nice.
to a few, but we really want to go, explore that. What else?
Maybe try a couple of restaurants. I mean, they always pop up. A couple of bars, a couple
Yeah,
of
there's
restaurants.
always
there.
like 10 hidden places in Bandra every week.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So mostly, just experiment.
Yeah. And I want to take him to like a pasta walk situation where he tries all the best pasta of Bombay and compare it with Italy.
Oh yeah.
Should we go to an arcade after the pod?
Yes.
Yeah. So I feel like we should go
Have you
to
been to an
Hiranandani.
arcade in Mumbai?
Yeah.
We've been
Where
to
did we
the
go?
Game Palacio, na? We went play bowling and then we went also to the arcade.
I
there.
think after the pod we should go to Hiranandani.
Okay, yeah.
We should smoke a cigarette and then we can head to our
Making
city.
plans.
Yeah, then we should head to our city. We can go to arcade and we could have a pizza at Sonona's.
Oh yeah.
Oh
That's-
no, I'm not into that. I think we should just go
Yeah,
get
we
something else. Hey, about that. So I lived in Canada for a brief period of time for my education, and the thing that I had to adjust to was the brand of cigarette that I had to switch. So what was your since you were you smoking back home as well?
A little bit. I'm more of a social smoker, so I don't do it on my own. I don't have
Yeah.
this kind of. But whenever I'm going out, or you are at work and your colleague says you're like, "Oh, I'll offer you a cigarette." Chalo, let's go out. The thing is, I really like here are those flavored cigarettes where you just burst the
Oh,
bean
Yeah,
inside.
the minty one.
Exactly. Why? Because in Italy they were, and in Europe they were discontinued because they say that they encourage really young people
Actually,
to start
that's
smoking.
true.
And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
true. It's,
Yeah.
it's true because when I started smoking at a very young age, probably I was 14 or something when I had my first cigarette, I started with those things, because you just pop the mint thing
Yeah.
and the mint cartridge, and it's kind of easier on the throat and starting out. So of course they did a very good things, but I had this nostalgia related to that, having to smuggle them, hide them from your parents, buy them, and of course you couldn't purchase them, of course, because you were underage, so you had to kind of find a way to get them. And so they bring back these memories when I was in high school and I had a lot of fun with my friends and life was easier somehow. So they bring me back.
I think after this we should do a couple of concepts. I would say one I want to try is I want to take you for a Mumbai street food hall. You would say,
Exploration, yeah.
So in which I'd make you try authentic Mumbai-based street food, including vada pav, misal pav, all
Pani
of those
puri.
things. And another thing is I want to do with you is I want to make you taste the Indian spirits. So we have a couple of Indian brands here. We have a lot of massy brands. We have Blender's Pride. Then we have Old Monk. And
Old Monk,
we
Have you tried Old Monk?
Oh yeah. I tried
like
some
it?
Indian whiskey. Again, spirit is not really my thing. I'm more of a wine drinker. Tried Italian. I tried Indian wine. Yeah, that I sure did.
And did you like it? Do you think it's up to the mark?
It's not bad.
That's
You have very little.
nice way to
You have very little variety. That's the thing. In Italy, you have like maybe you go even to a supermarket and you can find 60 different wine producers, 70 different wine producers. You go to a enoteca or a wine shop. You have
Yeah, because
like
we're not essentially wine
250.
drinkers. The minute you tell someone you're drinking wine in
Yeah.
India, they'll be like, oh, she's like prim and proper. Like immediately you have this image of like some luxurious person like who's drinking wine.
Oh, it's a very everyday thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's part of the everyday.
I get that. That's exactly why we don't have as many options also.
I think we should be done for today because I have a lot of questions in my mind, but obviously I want all of my subscribers and my viewers to come back to this channel for more content. So I think we could end our session for
Yeah.
today.
Thank you so much for being a part of this amazing episode. We had an amazing time as always with both Manisha and Joe. Please subscribe to our channel. Keep coming back for more, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.